So, what happens when you build your dream life, your own personal paradise, on top of a crime? Today, we're diving into a story about four teenagers who tried to outrun their past, only to find out that some secrets, well, they have a way of catching up to you.
And this quote from J.D. Salinger, it absolutely nails the heart of this story. It's all about that perfect, shiny surface we try to show the world, and the messy, ugly truth that's always bubbling just underneath.
So that brings us to these four teenagers from Utah. They had this big dream of a perfect life in Maui, but their ticket to paradise, it wasn't bought, it was stolen. And it all started with a violent crime, a shadow that would follow them every single step of the way. Yeah, you can forget any ideas of a clean Hollywood-style heist. This was messy. It was chaotic. It was violent. A confrontation in a parking lot that spirals into a full-blown gunfight. In a flash of just pure panic, they grab the money and they run. And that one moment, that one single act of desperation, it's the domino that knocks over everything else. $13,467.21. To them, this was it. This was the winning lottery ticket, the key that would unlock a whole new life. But the irony is, this number, their big prize, it becomes the root of all their problems. It's their ticket to paradise, sure, but it's also a constant, nagging reminder of how they got there. And this quote from Jace, it just captures that immediate aftermath perfectly. You know, the adrenaline's gone, and what's left is this crushing, soul-deep guilt. He's asking himself a question he can't answer. How could the person he always thought he was do something like this? So with a bag full of stolen cash, the four of them, Jace, his girlfriend Sarah, Dylan, and Alanja, they do what so many people dream of doing. They flee to Maui. They're chasing this idea that if they just change the scenery, they can somehow erase the past and get a totally fresh start in paradise. And right here, we get this incredible metaphor for their new life. Alanja, who's the artist in the group, she starts this series of paintings she calls Maui Waui Incognito. And just like their lives, the paintings are beautiful on the surface, serene, Maui landscapes, but if you look just a little closer, there's an illegal secret hidden in plain sight. You see? That description of her art could be the tagline for their entire existence. They are living in constant fear that some dedicated examiner, a cop, a new friend, a nosy neighbor, is going to look past that beautiful facade and find the truth they are so desperately trying to hide. But you know how this goes, right? That initial thrill of freedom, it never lasts. Pretty soon, their perfect escape starts to crumble under the weight of guilt, paranoia, and the simple fact that they all want very different things from this new life. I mean, this slide just lays it all out. On the left, that's the dream they were chasing. Freedom, adventure, a new beginning. But on the right, that's the grim reality. Paranoia, the cash running out, and that guilt just eating away at them. The paradise they bought isn't freedom. It's become a prison of their own making. And this is Jace, just completely tormented. While the others are at least trying to enjoy Maui, he's trapped. Every beautiful sunset, every perfect wave, it just reminds him of the ugly thing he did to get there. He feels like he doesn't deserve any of it. Now, while Jace is having this huge moral crisis, his girlfriend Sarah is facing a much more practical one. For her, staying in Maui isn't just about hiding from the law. She's throwing away her entire future, including a college trust fund her parents set up. Her dream is slipping away for a totally different reason. Right when everything feels totally hopeless, a door opens. A chance encounter with a wealthy businessman named Mark leads to an offer that sounds, well, it sounds way too good to be true. First off, there's the money. $2,000 a month. Now you gotta remember, their stolen cash is dwindling fast. This isn't just a nice paycheck. For them, it's a lifeline. And it gets so much better. Mark offers them a job as house sitters, which means they get to live in his gorgeous beachfront mansion, drive his Jeep, all while getting paid. This isn't just an escape anymore. This is the dream they were chasing, handed to them on a silver platter. Okay, but come on. When something sounds this perfect, you're just waiting for the other shoe to drop, right? There's always a catch. And this one, it's a deal breaker. And there it is, the catch. A simple background check. For you or me, it's no big deal. For them, it's the one thing they absolutely cannot do. This one little requirement is about to bring their entire house of cards crashing down.
So the incredible irony here is that this job offer, the thing that was supposed to be their salvation, becomes the very thing that shatters what's left of their group. The perfect solution creates the ultimate problem, and it forces them into a desperate, fractured plan where it's every man for himself. Faced with this impossible choice, Sarah comes up with this, well, it's a Hail Mary of a plan. Jace will go back to Utah, turn himself in, and face the music. Meanwhile, Sarah will stay in Maui, take the house-sitting job by herself, and they'll hope, just hope, they can reunite after he's served his time. And Dylan's reaction to this plan? It's just ice cold. There's no support, no good luck, man, just a stark warning. It shows you just how completely the trust between them has been destroyed. For Dylan, Jace's redemption is a direct threat to his own freedom. And this is it, their final moment as a group. Standing in that doorway, the silence says everything. The shared dream is officially dead. They came to Maui as a team, but they're all going to face the future completely alone. This table really breaks it down. Jace is choosing atonement. Sarah is clinging to her slice of paradise. Dylan is now all about survival, just staying on the run. And Alanja? She's just trying to hold on to the adventure. That one path they started on together has just splintered into 4 very different, very uncertain futures. And that really brings us to the final question at the heart of this whole story. Can a paradise that's built on a secret ever really be free? I mean, they found their mansion on the beach, but what's the point of living in a beautiful cage if you can never, ever escape the crime that put you there?